Hey parents, I'm creating a video. It's more like a tutorial to help some of you guys with accessing the site. The first thing that I want to tell you is that I'm using the Google Chrome browser so that it's easier for you guys to see. The second thing I want to tell you is that I think some of you have blocked the site unintentionally. There are three dots at the top of the screen if you're using a Google Chrome browser. And if you look for settings, in the settings, there's something that says cookies and other sites. If you have blocked cookies, third party, that means you're just blocking pop ups. That prevents some things from opening up on the remote learning platform. So that's the first thing I wanted to bring to your attention that I didn't mention in the other video. The second thing I want to bring to your attention is that I am a substitute and Miss Mason will be back on Monday, but I have uploaded some videos of lessons that have already happened. One was just a check-in and the other one was a reading lesson. And I uploaded in two different ways. But I want you to understand that in order to view some of these, your student has to be logged in as themselves. And I'm going to go through what I mean by that because I think this is where I lost some people. Under the Getting Started tab, and this time I'm recording my desktop, so all of these links should open. You're looking for important login information. When you select this tab, it's taking you, the first thing it's going to take you to is this. You're already here. So you typed in your child's student ID number and the password should be virtual and the number 4. Check with Miss Mason about passwords to make sure. The reason that you're struggling to get into the Teams lessons or you're struggling to view a lesson that's been pre-recorded is because you have not done this yet. Once you do this, your child is good forever. So every student has a GCS email account. It's their lunch number, not hashtag, not pound, but student ID number at stu.gcsnc.com and their birthday. When you click on this link, I'm already logged in, so it takes me straight there. But if I wasn't already logged in, it would take me to a sign in screen and it would prompt me to type in this. Now, some of you might then, once you type that information, you might get a small little green box that redirects you. This is just Zscaler. This is just Guilford County trying to protect their Wi-Fi in the system. You might get a box that looks like this. Once again, you're going to type in the student number at stu.gcsnc.com and you're going to put their birth date. If you're having issues after you do that, call any of these numbers and they will walk you through how to troubleshoot. It's also in Spanish, Espanol, so that you guys can understand. Zscaler is just prompting you to log into the GCS network. Once students log into this, they have access to every Teams meeting, no matter how the teacher creates it. They'll receive notifications, they'll have email access, everything basically the teacher has. Now, why is that important? Well, when you're trying to view videos that were previously recorded and now they're posted, you're going to need that information to log in. The other thing I want to bring to your attention, there is a schedule. I'm a substitute, so I do not have the ability to log in and make reoccurring meetings, but this schedule lets you know when the teacher will be live. And I want you guys to see this. It's posted twice. This one opens up into a document that you can actually download and save. So I do recommend doing that. I embedded it so that if you wanted to download and save it and print it, you have a bright copy for you to have at home so that you can kind of create a schedule so that you know when she'll be live. Last but not least, because there's been a lot of questions about assignments and things like that. So the first 3 weeks, the county had pre-recorded lessons so that the teachers had a chance to train and get ready and that students could just get familiar with the platform itself. Some of those lessons are going to continue, but teachers will teach live. That means physically every day. I know that some of you are wondering, well, how do I access these things? I have embedded everything that you need just because some parents have said that links are broken or they weren't able to open certain things. So I've tried to embed as much as possible. For right now, wait for Miss Mason to find out how to submit. If you're watching this and you can't view this video, again, it's because you have to log in as your student number. You have to log in using this one time. And then once you log in, you should be good to go. And it's always going to be this and the birthday. So unless it's virtual number 4. The other thing is some of these math links are linked to things called Great Minds or other resources. So I want to take you something else that's important. This is your second home, Clever. And I know there's a lot of clicks and a lot of buttons, but the more we get used to it and the more we practice it, the easier it's going to become. So Clever is our second home. Some of you already have access, and then some of you, Guilford County is working on getting you access very soon. Once your child has access to this, I I think it's best practice to always log into all of these links first. So, for example, Arc Bookshelf and InSync are the two things you're going to use the most. So, every morning, before I ever logged into any Teams lesson, before I ever logged into Canvas, I would start here, click on Clever before I ever even go to the course. And I would log here. Again, it's going to prompt you student number at stu.gcsnc.com. And the great thing about this is it has all these awesome videos and resources for the students to access. It's in English and Spanish. And that way, when the teacher uses these links and puts it inside the course, your child can access it, but they have to use their Clever login, which is their student number at stu.gcsnc.com with their birthday. The other cool thing that they have access to this year is the ARC bookshelf. Now, again, if you don't see any of these icons, don't freak out. Guilford is working to troubleshoot to make sure everyone has access. But if you do already have these icons, you're in luck because here are virtual books on all levels. So if you feel like my child's just not ready yet for that level, there's books for all levels. And this is one of my favorite features.